you hate, you a fan, bro. Bust slow, the honeys, I'm in the Lambo. Yeah, baby mama, she a fan, though.
What up, chat? It's your boy SlicktorVictor, and we are back with another episode. Now, looks like the big Peewee Wack 100, aka has a response to Young Thug, who actually spoke out in the interview with Peewee Rosco about AKADEMIKS and Wack 100. Shout out to Clubhouse TV, the 100 side of the trenches. We about to get into this content. Like, share, subscribe, baby. Let's go.
Content. That's a good one.
Spin the block.
Yo.
Wack 100.
What up, bro?
Yo, I'm on stream right now. 18,000 strong up in the building. Listen. I was just listening to a newly dropped Young Thug interview. And I don't know. It was interesting. Your name came up.
Oh, okay. Shit. That's the norm.
Well, it can't.
Look, and Wack sitting here acting like he don't know. Wack already know what's going on. Wack is all for the content. I love Unc, man. Shout out to the big Peewee, man. Yeah.
Well, I don't know if the interviewer tried to bring it up in a slick way, but Thug kind of handled it well. He handled it well. He basically said, "You Unc." He said everything, you know what I mean? He said he got respect for you. He believed you had respect for him. You don't think you'll be speaking ill of his name. I don't know. It felt like it was like a setup question, though. Or maybe he never heard everything you've been saying recently.
Man, listen, bro.
Come on, Ack. You know that's cap. Thug has been having nothing to do but sit at home on the internet and listen to all of this shit. Wack been going in on him, man. And you know Thug heard all of that. Thug just know he don't want to be embarrassed on the 100 side of the trenches and about to expose us, because some more stuff, Wack probably got some more stuff in the chamber.
I don't know what the big deal is, Ack.
Well, here's the thing. I think everybody's moving away from the narrative of kind of what you accepted, and everyone is saying that
there's no narrative. Yo, look, here goes the thing, bro. Listen, a murder's a murder, a robbery's a robbery. If I go out and I commit a bank robbery today, right? 6 months later, it's not going to be robbery on Walmart. It was a bank robbery because I went to Bank of America and stuck the place up, right? Okay. So, people don't control the narrative. The situation controls the narrative.
Well,
you understand what I'm saying?
Well, the new narrative is that everybody was hating.
What people could do is manipulate the narrative, but the situation controls the narrative. What's very unique about this, it don't matter what you say. It don't matter what I say. Everything we broke down was based upon we heard the individual say on interrogation tape. And things that we heard, on the release audio, right? The release audio, it wasn't no snitching going on that. The interrogation is when a lot of the rules was broken. So it doesn't matter what, you can go over here to Big Bank, you can go to Loon, you can go wherever you want to go. You can go to Black, you can go wherever you want to go, right? It doesn't matter what they say, because what's unique about this situation is we heard what that individual said.
In the words of Wack 100, the work is the work. Wack is pretty much saying no matter how many interviews you do, what albums you drop, what apology songs you sing, who you putting in verses, the work is the work. Wack heard it, Exposers heard it, Wack exposed it. Point blank, period.
Matter.
Well, Wack, I've been telling you, I do believe that, depending on how many friends you have, the situation could be interpreted a little bit.
No. It can only be interpreted different if you don't have something to gauge it. In this situation, it's not like I'm saying, hey, I heard this. You like, Wack, you heard that. Yeah, I heard this. Well, maybe he meant this. There's just nothing to talk about because we're all listening. And I'm going to be real. We had the same interrogation tape 20 months ago. on the 100 side of Clubhouse. It's on my replays. The difference is we didn't really hear it all because it was distorted. Trap Lord Ross woke the shit up. If Trap wouldn't have did what he did, right? What we listened to, the first 20, 30 minutes, it was so distorted. I never got to the end of it to hear that shit. Take my number, call me if you need me, don't tell nobody about it. First time I heard that was on Trap Lord's content. Because
Chad, see, the craziest part about this is that Wack wasn't even going to expose Thug. He was just going to let it ride over and let it fly through. But Peewee Rosco kept going at Wack. Wack said, leave me alone. Leave me alone, Pyro. And what happened? The big Pyro let out the news, man. So you got to be mad at Peewee. Thug really can't be mad at Wack on it.
Yeah, but wait, stop. You heard that? Heard what? He said this. Let me rewind it. Press play. Oh, shit.
Wait,
it's a different play.
So let me ask you a question, because at a point in the interview it says, yo, somebody give me Wack number. Like, if Thug, Thug seemed like he rock with you. If Thug's like, come on, I rock with you.
Here goes the thing. I came on your show.
You'll change your mind.
I came on your show.
Okay.
You knew what you were doing, right? You knew Wack Thug. You was telling your chat. Depending on who people are, is going to dictate what they're going to say about you.
I still believe that.
That part of me, and I came on the show, and you said, Wack, you seen the shit? Yeah, I seen it. Sweet and spicy. Right? Cocktail, right? So you said, what do you think? I said, bro, what I'm seeing is not right. He did bad, but I won't call him out his name. Remember that?
I remember that.
Okay. I was cool.
You're doing some picking and choosing a little bit. Like
I don't do no picking and choosing. I said, what I'm looking at is wrong. What he did was out of line. It's telling. But I won't call him out his name. That I left it there. When Peewee came on here, getting disrespectful, and your chat would agree. I didn't start that. I was calm. I was cool. But Peewee's a little kid. He always been emotional, and he's been trying to make a name for himself all his life, and he's been unable to do it. He hollering, he screaming, he defensive. Why is he defensive? Because he see what it is. So what he's gonna do is holler, scream to keep the mother tension off of what we're talking about. When he started to disrespect QCP, I asked one question. You saying you speak for Thug? What did he tell me? He said, I speak for Thug. So
that's what I just said, Chad. Look, Peewee the one who put Thug in this position, and now you got Thug over here crying to Wham. Where's Wham? He's crying to Pluto. He's crying to Gucci. He's crying to everybody from Atlanta because nobody's answering his calls. It's crazy, man.
Disrespect is coming out your mouth about my brother. You saying this is what's coming out of Thug mouth. He said yes. At that point in time, I did what Wack does. Now it's on. It's on now. You didn't brought disrespect to a respectful situation. That's a violation on your side. And then that's when I was up. So if Thug called me, whoop de whoop, bro, what you mean? What's happening with this shit about me? Pyro, I'm getting straight to it. I ain't doing. You think I ain't got calls? You think Birdman ain't called?
Hold on, one time for the big Pyro up, man. Yeah.
You think niggas ain't? Hey, listen, nigga disrespected P. I don't give a fuck nothing.
I think if he calls
Let me slow it down.
I think if he calls you and he says, Wack,
and I don't give a fuck nothing.
What do you think about like whatever tape or whatever? I think you're gonna say, nephew, you just did a little bit.
No. Listen, bro. Hey, bro, I got people that ain't here. I got people that's disfigured. You know what I'm saying? I got people that aren't the same mentally, right? Because of violations. We ain't harboring no fugitives. That ain't what we doing. Like, I'm gonna tell it. I come from this shit. Thug came in this rapping and got his whatever. But I whole look like bite my tongue. You're talking to the police. Paru. That's a violation.
So let me ask you a question.
I don't give you, me, him, them.
Yeah,
I got niggas that love me to death, will live and die for me. If they saw me doing that on the tape, they gonna say, big homie, we poured up front. Come get your issue. That's what this is, bro. Ain't no.
Let me ask you a question though. I feel like Thug been on a street podcast tour, but no street dude is saying, why are you the only street dude saying this?
And that's my thing, right? Look, everybody was quick. Even Young Thug was quick to go at 6ix9ine. He's a rat. Quick to go at Gunna. He's a rat. But now nobody wants to speak on Spider. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to talk about it. Y'all tell me in the chat below, why does no one want to speak on Young Thug actually telling? Right? In this day and age, it really don't seem like it really matters if you tell, right? You actually get more popping if you tell. So I don't know why no one's really speaking up on Thug, and why is Thug being so delusional? Why does he not want to accept himself as being something that he said that he hates, which is crazy. Back to the content.
Because no street dude is saying that what he did.
Well, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
It ain't another street nigga in the game that got my credentials, right? And that ain't scared to speak their mind. Some of these niggas is scared because they got dirt on their mother jacket. Some of these niggas is scared because they might need a favor. Some of these niggas is scared because they trapped where they at right there and they ain't got the money, power, respect, or resources to fight a nigga back. I don't give a ain't no in this industry bring enough to silence me when I'm asked the question. It is what it is, bro.
So wait. So do you think the podcast did you see the podcast, by the way?
I just got through watching it when you called, literally.
So wait, so do you think that like there's no
your name came up too?
Yeah, I know. It came up before. That's what I'm saying. Thug brought me up. That's why I said I felt like he was reaching when he brought up your name to Thug.
You see what Ack started it off, and Wack said, yeah, what do you say? He ain't act like he ain't know. Now he just said he brought up your name too. So Wack had already seen this. Trust and believe, Wack got the exposes on 24-hour alert. They're watching everything and anything that's put out with his name in it. Shout out to the big Paru, man. Shout out to
You know the difference, right? I'm going to tell that nigga in his face, nigga, you tell it. Y'all didn't watch me interview 2-3 people. Not only would I tell him in his face, he telling, I will pull your paperwork out. I will pull your paperwork out and make you read it. I don't give a. It is what it is. So I don't know. Maybe niggas be having their teams with them and they nervous. That's cool. My team with me too. Wherever they say you bad. I say Gumby. It's enough of your homeboys and my homeboys here. We can go out there and get out. Watch your mouth. Right there on the camera. I'm not. Somebody's. I don't know what made them a street. Right? Today, I'm not a street. I'm a nigga that come from the streets and understand it because I take meetings in Beverly Hills and on the 80th floor. Right? So what I'm saying is I don't wake up hustling in the streets. Some of these, I don't know where their credentials come from. Maybe they got them from their uncle or big brother. I don't know. But Loon or Big Bank, and I stand on this, and they both got my line, will never call my phone and tell me Thug didn't violate the code of the streets in that interrogation. And any nigga that call himself a street nigga to say that is and I use whoever that may be. Whoever that may be, that say they're a street, that say what they witnessed Thug do in that interrogation tape with them police and a violation to the code of the streets, ain't telling and cooperating with the police, use a eating, and I stand on it.
I would love to hear you have a conversation with that individual because y'all are both.
I've never heard Loon agree with what Thug did in that tape. I think what Loon did.
That's a fact. And y'all all comment below. Do y'all agree with Young Thug did? If y'all do, let me know down in the chat. Let me know if Wack is wrong. Let me know if Ack is wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know if my man 6ix9ine is on fire right now ever since this came out. 6ix9ine been back trending. So shout out to the boy 6ix9ine. You already know the King of New York is back.
Well, took the position. These are selected questions I want to ask. And that's what it is. But if you ask Loon what Thug did in that case, ain't no way Loon gonna say that ain't a violation. No way possible.
He definitely ain't gonna. Well, I don't think he gonna say that. You know why? That's his friend.
Huh?
Wack. If it's your friend, there's no foul. If it's not your friend,
No, that ain't how that works.
this
bro.
is how the streets work, Wack. Like we've been seeing it.
Listen, before Rosco got beside himself, I told you, Thug violated in that interrogation. What he did was absolutely wrong and it's telling. But I'm not gonna call him out his name. People want to hear me call him a snitch at the time. Right? I had enough respect for him and our relationship prior to Wack. Is that right? No, that's wrong. Is that telling? Yeah, that's telling. Now, I done told you what I done told you. Now, if you can't take that and say, well, Wack saying the nigga done violated, then maybe you slow. I don't know. At the time, before they started disrespecting bro, I sat on the sideline. Wack, what's the score? 0. 0 to 10, what you give him? For his gangsters, 0. That's it. So I don't know nothing about that, bro.
Hey, did you hear that song? One of my favorite songs by him is a song where he calling out the rats. He said, Gunna a rat, Woody a rat.
I mean, it's a whole lot of these.
Yak a rat.
What he should have said was Thug a rat. He should have added himself in there. Look, the fans would have gravitated towards that. I really truly believe that. 6ix9ine came out of jail, dropped Gooba, and he said, "Hey, you're mad. I'm back." Big man, he put the rat emoji over top of his face and all of that. Thug should have just trolled with it. At the end of the day, the streets may not accept him anymore, but they're not going to accept the picture on his new album cover either, where he put blue eyes and the white face and the bleached skin and all that shit, all that stuff. So, you know, I don't know, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below.
Rat. Woody's a rat. Jack Cole too. Remember, I'm the one released that goddamn content.
You know,
right? But guess what?
You know, I like that verse because he basically said all these niggas ratted but me. I like that.
Okay, well, let's do it like this.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Saucy Santana. Right? He's right.
Yeah.
Who else we got? Lil Nas X. Can we agree?
Yeah.
Right? And Puff Daddy, his ass too. That's it, right? It's what it is.
It is what it is. Yo, wow.
So if Puffy was to say, Saucy, you, Nas X, you would say, you are the pot calling the kettle black. You're too.
Yo, Wack, I think you say this because, like, if you and Thug did an interview like I did with 6ix9ine, you not.
I'ma tell him. Hey, look.
No.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. Right?
Wow,
I
got 5,000 on that one.
I will
have 5,000 on that one.
Let's make it.
Yo, Ak is the biggest instigator. I love it, man. Shout out to AKADEMIKS, man. He be waiting to see Wack pop off on somebody. Ak is ready to pay for it, dog. That's crazy.
It's 50.
But Wack,
Hey, listen.
nah.
I'm from Brooklyn, my homie, the Valley, 818. Projects called the Knobs. I'm original baby gangster. Ain't nobody bigger than the program, homie. And you ain't never seen me sit in front of a mother and not repeat to him in his face what I've already said. Show me one.
Nah, that's true. I'll give you that.
It didn't happen 4 or 5 times. That's
I do
what it
think
is.
Thug is a different case. But I'm gonna be honest with you. What I've realized.
What do you mean? Thug is a different case. How?
Because I've never seen people decide. Yo, I've heard people come out loudly and just disassociate or call somebody whatever.
Bro, you gotta look. Let's go through the podcast space. Joe Budden, yourself, Jillian Wallow, Drink Champs, Vlad, on some real shit, respectfully, when it comes to what I know about this industry, where I've been, the time I done did, right? Could have this conversation. Nephew them out of Philly, I think his name was like Oskino or something like that.
Okay.
He got some credentials. But Wallow, come on. Wallow wasn't a nigga in jail. He wasn't in there for no gangster shit. And he wasn't in there doing no gangster shit. He gonna tell you that. Philly, real Philly niggas gonna tell you he's just a rapper. Right? You know this shit. So a lot of these people, when it comes to this subject matter, are gonna see it their way, but it ain't the way of the rules, bro. It's just not.
I feel like more people were vocal about definitely 6ix9ine, but definitely Gunna.
Because they racist. If 6ix9ine would have been black, the whole New York would have stood up for him. But because he was a little Latin.
Nah, you know what? I don't believe that. I gotta chime in on that. I believe that 6ix9ine started the trend, and that's why a lot of these guys get in these situations, and they feel comfortable saying whatever. 6ix9ine came out and ain't nobody kill him, ain't nobody do nothing to him. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody off him. Then they can do what they want to do. So that's kind of what I believe. Let me know down in the chat below if y'all think I'm wrong.
Kid getting money, dominating. They was already hating on him. We already watched this shit. Max B on his way home. The paperwork is out. His brother Pooh Sims is saying he told. We found the paperwork. He's gonna come home in New York because he's black. Gonna stand with him. What you want to bet?
Now, I'm standing with Max. You already know Counting Money with Slicktor featuring Max B. Out now. All platforms. Go run that up. The Wave God will be home next month, November. Let's go out.
You think so? Well, I mean, maybe nobody knows about whatever paperwork you're talking about.
Everybody know about it. We put it out on the other side about a year ago. It's right there. Bullshit.
Man. So you're telling me if you had an interview with Thug, you would tell him like, Thug, I'm gonna be.
You violated blood power rule. You did too much talking. You was telling. That's it. Ain't nobody bigger than the program. Dead on it. What you talking about, bro? What else am I supposed to say?
Hey, listen, sir. Hey, you know, I'm a civilian, so I can't stamp none of these things. But I was watching Big Bank. I was watching Big Bank, hoping Big Bank would give us some clarity. He didn't. And then this guy right here, supposedly some super street dude, he was just skinning and grinning. Like it didn't feel like
Big Bank in Atlanta. Maybe he trying to save her a relationship. But I bet you this. Big Bank, I guarantee you this, will not say what Thug did on that 2-hour interrogation tape is solid and ain't wrong. He will not deny that they violated and it looked like you cooperating, working, and we gonna deem that as telling. Ain't no way Big Bank will ever say, because for Big Bank to say that tells us he'll do it too. For you to say what you saw was right means that you will handle a situation the same way.
Well, I was just shocked that they were blaming other people. Like, they're basically saying people hate. Do you think you're hating on Young Thug?
Hate on what? Ain't no hate on, bro. We're looking at the interrogation. That's it. There's no hate. The truth can never be considered disrespect. There's no hate. That's what it is. It's right here, bro. That's it.
Like, if you ain't giving him a pass, he probably is, right?
What?
You gotta give him a pass.
Give who a pass?
Yo, Act, you playing, bro. Stop playing around. Academics is funny as I don't know what, man. He be killing me, man. Back to the content.
Pass for what? What you mean? You mean to say we didn't hear what we heard?
He did a little bit of flirting, talked a little bit too much, but like it wasn't all the way.
Nah, and see, this where you civilian, you gotta shut up.
It was like foreplay. It wasn't really
it
was foreplay.
Ain't no you told a little bit.
It's a little bit.
Ain't no you told a lot. Ain't no you cooperated a little bit. You cooperated mild, medium, spicy. No, cooperating is cooperating. Any form of it is a violation. That's it.
Wait, so
or hang it up, go to church, as they say, drop your flag, and be normal and do what you want to do.
Shout out to Hocus
Hey,
for Phil.
I'm taking the perspective of another street dude. 1090 Jake. He said he ain't snitch. He told.
1090. Look, snitching, telling, working, cooperating is all a violation.
That's what he said. He said he didn't snitch. He told.
Bro,
That's great.
snitching, telling, all a violation, bro. Listen, listen. The R word is the R word.
Yeah.
You got oral, you got anal, you got forced this, you got that, right? But it all falls under the R word. Give us the violation. Whatever style you did is wrong. And that's cheating, right?
Yeah.
She can go over here and kiss it. That's cheating, right? She can go over here and walk through the beach holding nigga's hand. Cheating, right? She can go over and give a nigga her phone number. It's cheating, right?
Yeah,
Are you going to say any of those are not cheating?
Nah, all of those are cheating. But when it comes to telling, like, there's something called talking
No. It's what it is.
You gotta have a little bit of leeway.
There's no.
Look, y'all, I'm gonna leave the content right there. Y'all want to see the rest of the video, man? Tap in with the 100 side of the trenches, tap in the Clubhouse TV. But just a little recap, man. Wack 100 listen, he stated, as he said, he was not going to say anything about Young Thug. He didn't want to call him out of his name. He asked Peewee Rosco respectfully to bow down. Peewee Rosco couldn't do that, so Wack 100 had to turn it up a notch. He said, all right, you sure? He said, when Wack say, leave me alone, leave me alone, you better leave him alone. And now you see why. So I know that's why Thug is watching that. He like, damn, Wack tried to look out for me. My man should have just shut up, because I was going to end up with the exposers and the 100 side of the trenches. So now you got my man one more time for the big Peewee Wack 100. Yeah. Yo, look, man, it's your boy SlicktorVictor, man. Keep tapping in for the content. We here, we live every day. Let's get it going. We're gonna be tuned in. Like, share, subscribe.
Baby mama, she a fan though. All my niggas, they strapped to be in that band though. How you hating, you a fan, bro? Bust slow, the honeys, I'm in the Lambo. Yeah, baby.